Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to A Nice Road to Glory. Episode 10 this time. Starting things out with the squad builder challenges. Doing the Nation and League hybrids, I think they are. If anyone's struggling with them, here are the teams I used. I used the offline glitch as well to get the chemistry, which is very handy, as it just made the entire process that much quicker. You'll notice when I come out of this, the number of games I've played has shot up dramatically from the last episode, and that is purely because I had the coin bonuses and did not want to lose them when I was using these teams to get the chemistry, and so I had to play a lot of single player games, single player season, which was incredibly boring. Decided to go out and pick up Kadira here. 8,600 coins I paid for him, when his lowest by now was 9,900. So we've got a little bit of a steal there, a little bit of a bargain. Wanted to give him a go instead of Biglia. He's much more well-rounded than Biglia. So I thought, why the fuck not? Kyle Walker as well, picked him up as an investment, predicting prices to rise. And we head straight on into Division 9. Jurgen Flop is our opponent for today. You can see he's rocking a BPL team there with a random bronze, whoever the fuck that is, but this team was not worrisome whatsoever. You look at it, it's a very cheap basic starter team, shouldn't cause you any problems. Walcott was about the only realistic threat there.
It should be a tremendous game,
but straight away from kickoff we have a fairly decent start here. El Shawari back to Berardi. Berardi does him for pace, shoots.
What a fine save.
Saved by the keeper. Nothing came of it, unfortunately. Then the game died down a little bit. Took until the 36th minute. My opponent gives the ball away sloppily. We fire it into El Shawari. First time through ball. Easy finish. 1-0. I was fairly confident by this time. My opponent wasn't creating anything. But, of course, confidence is always misplaced in this bullshit game, because shit like that happens. Own fucking goal by Perry. And immediately after this game, I felt like it was time for Perrin to go because of that. One mistake and you're out. I rule my club with an iron fist. I am like Kim Jong-un. You make a mistake, you pay the ultimate price, and you die to me. But it didn't take long after that for me to get back in front. We got it from a corner, as you saw. Fairly easy. João Mario doing work on the wings there. Winning the ball back nicely. El Shawari plays a through ball, win it back with João Mario. On to Berardi, and my opponent could not clear it. Falls to Asamoah, who thunders it into the top corner. 3-1. The game was over by this point. My opponent, except for his goal, hadn't created anything. He was playing down the wing here, playing for crosses, easy clearance, and Asamoah picks it up. And my opponent at this point was all out attack, so El Shawari gets the counter underway, lovely little finesse into the corner, 4-1.
Well, they've taken the low route here, and they've got them.
Not long after we went 4-1 up, my opponent gives it away sloppily again. We pick it up with El Shawari onto someone, through to Berardi. Berardi finishes 5-1 in the 71st minute. Doing the trademark celebration. I have no idea what it's called, but it looks funny and seems to wind people up, so I love it. 79th minute now, Berardi down the wing, smart little pass across. 6-1. 6-1. Not really finding much of a challenge so far. The opponents up till now have not been particularly difficult. And that is a trend that was indeed set to continue into our next game. Didn't like Kadira, however. He completely ruined the balance of the team. My midfield felt like it was everywhere, to say the least. I decided to hold on to him because I was waiting for prices to go up, so we get more coins back. Also, was looking at Joe Hart to replace Perrine, but I realised Joe Hart doesn't have long throw, and that was what I was really looking for. So I kind of just sacked that off and stuck with Perrine in the end because there's really no point. It was like 1,000 coins more, and it wasn't much of an upgrade. So we said, hey ho, we'll stick with Perrine. Switch things over for the next game to the Bundesliga team. Coming up against some dodgy latency, but we get ahead and go into the game. Playing against FC Zenit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy had a full Zenit team, Zenit kits, Zenit badge, Zenit everything, Vladimir Putin as the manager, everything Russian you could imagine, he had it. Took until the 22nd minute in this game. My opponent had a free kick. We win it back on the halfway line. Beautiful through ball to Draxler. And his keeper was rushing out. I booting it in the neck. Get it? Because he had a Zenit team and it's Russian. Anyway, 26th minute now. My opponent gives it up again very easily. We play it through to Roda. Roda down the wing to Schürrle. Schürrle with a little backwards body feint into Draxler. Draxler through ball into Roda. And an easy finish. 2-0, 28th minute. Felt like the game was over at this point. But just to make sure, the 45th minute comes, we get it through to Schürrle. My opponent, he rushes it out and gives possession back to me yet again. I do the same. And he gets through with a counter. And this was a mess of a challenge. This is where I need a centre-back with more strength. Luckily, Adler apparently is the fastest man alive and can catch everything. But not much else happened in the game until the 86th, where we get ahead with Schürrle, and that is indeed how the game ended. Which leaves us with 12 points, needing just one more for the title. A very comfortable position to be in, but that is where we will end it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later.